We are indeed back, chat. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron are officially confirmed for part 2 of the Global Dokkan campaign. We'll go ahead and again play the video here while I just talk about it, but there has been actually a lot of talk from people talking about, is this actually Super Saiyan 4 standalone Gogeta? Is this not maybe just like the card art, just like Vegito Blue's card art? Well, we saw, Vegito Blue actually does technically appear in the card art of the Goku and Vegeta card during part 1 of the Global Dokkan celebration. And in fact, I'll bring it up here as well just so you guys can kind of know what I'm talking about. But if you weren't aware, part 1 of the Global Dokkan celebration, Vegito Blue actually does technically show up in the card art, very similar in a sense to what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta looks like here. If we take a look at the LR animation, once the actual Kamehameha is done being charged up, you're gonna be able to see, Vegito, of course, is in the background a little bit, but after Goku shoots out his Kamehameha, there's a little slice. Sorry, my throat. My throat's kind of dry. There's a little slice. Vegito Blue is out there, like he has his own card art. So people are thinking this could just be like a tag fusing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It could be like some sort of active scope for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or something, but this is not actually the case, and I'm gonna bring up a couple of different points onto why this is just a Super Saiyan 4 standalone Gogeta. First and foremost, the actual title of the stream itself does, or the JP reveal does seem to basically state it is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. If we take a look here, they basically are stating, hey, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. This is the kanji for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then this is the kanji for Super One Star Dragon, which is like Omega Shenron essentially, right? And again, we could actually literally take a look here at the JP version of the names. I'm trying to think of, I could probably bring up GT, and then you guys will be able to see that is in fact the names for GT, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Omega Shenron, right? Again, we see here the name here, Super Omega Shenron, these 4 kanji right here. It is the same right here. And then we take a look here at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which again, the last time we got one was the int one technically, right? This is Super Saiyan 4, then this is Gogeta. Again, we see here Super Saiyan 4 and then Gogeta. The name of the card itself is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and I don't know if they did actually put the name for the Blue Goku and Vegeta on the JP reveal. Because I'm not sure if we could actually find the channel there, but either way, no matter the case of that, they are announcing this as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Not like how, for example, they announced Ultimate Gohan, the Beast Ultimate Gohan with the Beast Active, as they didn't call him Beast Gohan technically, they announced him as Ultimate Gohan. They're announcing this as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. So there is a lot of implications to have with that. Secondly, if you really are like, oh, maybe they could just be still a transformation character and they're just showing the arts, I would say, there's this kind of tweet right here where this is the character art after Dokkan Awakening. So again, if it's a thing of it's an active skill version of this, is where it's like, okay, the images of the characters after Dokkan Awakening, this could be like the image of the active skill version. But again, with them stating it is a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta named card, this would not be the case. This would be after Dokkan Awakening and Transformation, for example. So that's why it is a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. On top of this, in the actual live stream announcement that we had, there is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's card art here. I'm even going to be making a separate video talking about this. There is also the part 1 live stream that we had again, for the broadcast, right? This is actually at an interesting time. So the 23rd. So what's going to happen is the 23rd, we're going to have the reveals at 3 a.m. Keep in mind, the time here is an hour earlier than the actual time because this is Pacific Standard Time. I'm probably going to have to say that in the video itself because a lot of people were confused about today's reveal. But the same day in Pacific time that this happens will be the same day we get the data download, and then the 24th, about 24ish hours later, we will have part 2 in game. I assume that we'll also be able to have the actual LR cards in game. It could also likely be a thing of the data download is the same exact day that the cards drop. They do that sometimes. Very well could be the case considering it is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and considering the time that this is, I could see them dropping the cards on the 24th, but like very early Pacific time, right? So we'll see what they do here for the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I think that this is going to be pretty cool. But again, it is a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that is all said and done. But from here, now we do need to talk about the potential issues with this being a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and also with this being a standalone Omega Shenron, right? We're going to talk about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta first, but when it comes to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, there's only 2 named cards previously, and there's never been an LR named Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta besides the transforming Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We could say the same though for like Super Vegito, for example. Like there's never been an LR Super Vegito. There's never been an LR standalone Super Gogeta, right? I still think both Super Vegito and Super Gogeta, even like Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta right here, we don't actually even have any cards. And then Super Saiyan Blue Vegito there, right? But if we count like transformation and fusing cards, Blue Vegito does have the Worldwide 2023 and the 5th anniversary. Blue Gogeta has 9th anniversary and the 5th anniversary. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta only has the 1 card, right? And even the Super Vegito and Super Gogeta, there are 2 LR cards of each. If we look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, there's only ever been the 1 LR card. So this guy getting a standalone card, I think, is definitely deserved. The only issue, again, is the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta will very, very likely get his Extreme Z Awakening. So it will be interesting to see what they're going to do in terms of like linking. Obviously, these cards are not going to link. I guess I should say, not in terms of linking, but like, it is interesting because this character is not going to link with the new one. But I think there's a very easy way to get around that. I mean, if you look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and you don't think this is going to be a slot 1 character, I think you're insane. This guy is going to be a slot 1 character. It's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta usually has been slot 1. Like, both of these characters were slot 1 characters on release, especially because, again, they had the counter chances. Now, again, besides the year 7 one, all these characters were pre-Dokkan, 2020, like, 2 power creep. I mean, this guy was also an EZA, so obviously he wasn't even meant to be for slot 1. This was really interesting, too, this, like, multi-return, multiplicative buff here, so that was kind of cool, right? But I could see this guy being extreme class enemies attack lower debuff, right? This new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, not this guy. This guy will probably be like guard, 80% damage reduction. Like, this is the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is gonna probably be like Beast Gohan, like, but like new Beast Gohan, like Beast Gohan, but he's doing like 90 million attack stats type. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really worried about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta being really good. So with that in mind, this guy could just be a slot 3 type Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which is not really the biggest deal ever. Having a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA right here, just to kind of fill the team out still, and be a slot 3 character, that's perfectly fine. I mean, maybe he provides like 3 turn support to GT heroes or something like that, right? That could be very cool. I think, I'm not really too worried about this. I could see people being like, well, it does suck for the into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and it kind of still does. That is not like a separate named character for them to link together. At the same time, though, it's like the rotations for this team is pretty set. I mean, again, even Grade A power alone, the rotations are very easily going to be new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 10th anniversary Goku, new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, then the fusing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, those are the rotations. I don't think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would be as good as the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, could he theoretically be better? Yes. But also in terms of links, these guys have grade A power. I assume that the new LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta will also have grade A power. I'm going to expect the exact same link set. In fact, to be fair, he might not do the Kamehameha. So he might have the fused fighters link, because LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doesn't have fused fighters. Because we know this guy does the Dragon Fist. You know, am I gonna make a link set video for this guy? Guys, I'm gonna be real. There's gonna be leader skill video. There's going to be a type video is also gonna be important. There's going to be a bunch of different videos. I might make a link set video, because I mean, his link set is the whole topic that you could very easily talk about for a long time, right? Yeah. Grade 8 power, maybe, maybe not. Not grade 8 power. Saiyan Roar, maybe, maybe not. G Spider, maybe, maybe not. Kamehameha, maybe, maybe not, right? That will indeed be a discussion. Their size. God, yeah. Look at him. Just look at him, guys. But I'm getting off topic. Oh my goodness. Either way, like, the rotations feel like they're set, so I'm not really too worried about this guy. I'm actually more worried about Omega being Omega. I think there's a good thing to come with it and a bad thing to come with it. Omega being Omega, we could very clearly see from this guy's intro animation that he is doing a domain ability attack. This is very obvious to me gonna be a domain intro. Like, he literally just, like, opens up. What is it? Because it kind of goes away in the background there. I'm assuming this looks like a domain to me. We'll see what they do, though. To be fair, we don't see... Do we even see Omega after this? This is all we see of Omega. And then it's just Gogeta's Dragon Fist. Like, we see Omega clench his fist. This seems like such a... Well, the background is white. Omega might not have a domain. But if he has a domain, and if it was a thing of, okay, you're Sin Shenron transforming into Omega, the issue would be that if he transforms and makes a domain, think of AGL DBS Broly. Right, in fact, we're going to bring Broly here. If you guys are aware of the issue with that, this guy, he transforms into the legendary full power Super Saiyan 4. But when he transforms, he activates the Dokkan field, or the domain. So what happens is you can't actually transform with the other Broly because of the fact that he activates the domain. So it would be the issue with this guy. So technically speaking, him being Omega just as Omega is good in that fact. But I think it also kind of sucks in the sense that, like, STR Omega exists, but it's also arguably the same thing as in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. As long as they make this new Omega slot 1 character, that'd be really good. But I like Omega Shenron being slot 1 compared to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like, I feel like this Omega was a slot 2 character. I would say, like, he definitely felt like slot 2 to me. This guy was slot 1, but GT bosses suck. So when we'll see. It also sucks because it's like, you know, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has tons of linking partner options. Like Omega doesn't really, like, he has some linking partner options. Like if he leaves like transformation boost, we could run or like Inhuman Needs as well. We could run Rose Goku Black. They share 4 links right there. We could run, you know, does this guy have does Rose Goku Black have Kamehameha actually? Because what they could do with Omega, funny enough, they could give him Kamehameha if Omega does the times 10 Kamehameha. He does actually do the times 10 Kamehameha, which is really funny. He can technically share 5 links with Goku Black Rose. With Janemba here, he shares 4 links as well. Like, what link would they get rid of for Kamehameha? Maybe Fear and Faith would suck. I mean, it's probably one of the links he shares with Janemba, though. Fear and Faith is a really important link, but I mean, if they get rid of Fear and Faith and like just make him give support to Extreme Class, that works too. But like, he doesn't have that many. You know what I mean? That are really good right now. So like, him being able to link with Omega would have been really nice. Even this guy could have potentially been an interesting option if they made GG bosses really good. Plus his mega debuffs, right? But it's like a thing of this guy obviously, like, he's all enemies 40% attack debuff, which is really powerful. it would have been nice to have like a linking partner, because like with this guy, he will likely super easy A. I mean, I guess, like, what if they don't super easy A him and they just do the year 2 Super Saiyan 4s? That would be funny. Sorry, I coughed. I think there is a world where they don't super easy A Esther Omega and they just do the year 2 Super Saiyan 4s and they're on the banner. But I think in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could easy A too, so we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. My predictions for the easy A's during this part though is probably the year 2 Super Saiyan 4s and then Super 17. And then I think part 3 could be into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Vegeta Trunks. But yeah, anyways, I think it does suck a little that Omega's just Omega, seemingly. Gogeta being Gogeta is not as big of an issue because, again, Gogeta has like a billion different options. You know what would really help Omega? Now that I'm seeing this, like, standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then we know for sure this is standalone Omega and not a transforming Omega, I think we need free-to-play Shadow Dragons. Because it would be nice for Gogeta to get the Gogeta clones, but like, at the end of the day, he doesn't really need it as much. It would be raw. It would be awesome. But Omega getting the Omega, like the Shadow Dragons as free-to-play characters would be really, really helpful. But we gotta wait and see what they're gonna do. I mean, who knows? We were worried about Goku Black's team before as well. Anyways, this whole video is just me kind of talking about, hey, it is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. What does this mean? Thank God, honestly. And also, Omatsu hates Vegito. I wanna bring up the Slaybics clip and have you guys listen to it. And we're gonna end things off there because this is the funniest clip I think of all time. From Slay, like, I feel it because I'm also a Vegito fan, right? But like, we can go ahead and play this here. Like, I want you guys to listen.
I am so serious. Vegito has fucked Omatsu's wife. I swear to God. I swear he fucked that nigga's wife. He raw dogged her. She was hanging on to the earrings. This nigga was blowing her back out so bad.
Earrings.
I swear to God. I swear to God he hates this fucking fusion, bro. I swear to God he hates this nigga, bro. I swear to you. I swear. That's the only explanation. That is the only.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's like, that might be like the funniest clip, like, this year. Like, I don't know. Like, it's so real though. Matsu hates this guy. That's also gonna be a separate video. Anyways, let me know what you guys are thinking. I will have a community reaction video. I do have a community poll. I do have a community comment both on like give me your thoughts on it on my YouTube community section and on Twitter. Maybe I'll look at the comments of this video, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks y'all for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.